Good morning, everyone. It is 6 a.m. and I'm up and getting ready for the day. I'm definitely not a morning person, but I have a 16-year-old that I have to get off to school, and I like to make him breakfast in the morning. In this video, we're going to be cleaning, we're going to be cooking. I have some healthy tips for you, some swaps that I've made that help me lose weight. I'll have a recipe for you, and I also want to get down my Christmas stuff from the attic. A little bit of everything, but thank you for joining me. Thank you for watching this video. All I'm doing this morning is washing my face, putting on some eye balm and some moisturizer. If I put on workout clothes in the morning, I'm more likely to go on my walk or get on the treadmill. So that's why I went with workout clothes this morning, so we can get started on the right track. And now I'm just going to be making my bed and tidying up my room. Now, before I get started with breakfast, I like to have a clean kitchen and have the dishes all washed, which I try to wash them the night before, but sometimes I'm just too tired. And anyways, it seems like it doesn't matter how many times I wash the dishes, there are always dirty dishes in the sink. And I've mentioned before, I don't have a dishwasher, so I do wash all my dishes by hand. I decided to make my son pancakes this morning. I was going to add some fruit, but all I had were apples, and I didn't know if that was still too hard for his teeth after his surgery. So I ended up just giving him an applesauce with it. I kept adding some of this mix in there because I had poured a little bit too much water. finally putting on my shoes and a sweater. It's a little chilly out, so now we're ready to go. I do have to go to Walmart and pick up my groceries. I placed an order the night before and I have them scheduled for 8 a.m. But first I'm going to make myself my coffee and also my husband's. And we both like our coffee black, so we don't add any creamer or anything like that. The only time we have some type of specialty coffee is when we go to a coffee shop or when we go to Quick Trip. Good morning, you guys. So I just picked up my groceries from Walmart. As you can see, I have some bags back there, but they don't usually tend to pick out the best fruit for you. I'm sure they have tons of orders and they just don't have the time to go through it all and make sure you get the best fruit. So that's why I like to do that myself. So I'm here at Brookshire's, and I'm just here to pick out some fruit, and then we'll go home and get on with our day. And now I'm just going to put away all my groceries. I didn't do a grocery haul, but I'm thinking I probably will next time because I like watching grocery hauls. Let me know if y'all like to watch those as well. I like to meal plan, so basically I got everything that I needed for meals for the next 7 days. And then also just some of the things that we were out of. With the meatballs, I'm going to be making a Crockpot Swedish meatball recipe. And then I'll be taking out some tortellini, and I'm making $1 million tortellini pasta. I think that's what it's called. And while we're at it, I can just go ahead and tell you what we're having for dinner this week. I only write down the main dish. I don't have any of the side dishes on here, but we are making cube steak, lime cilantro chicken, beefsteak, baked chicken, $1 million tortellini, Crockpot Swedish meatballs, and cowboy casserole. And that's the plan for this week. I was showing you here that I accidentally got two different, I got a Tide laundry soap and a Gain laundry soap. And that's because I added Gain to my cart first, and then I noticed that Tide was a little bit cheaper, and I went back to delete the Gain, but it wasn't showing up for me, so I was like, maybe I never did add it to the cart. But apparently I did and ended up with two. Okay, so I finished putting away my groceries and I'm about to hop on the treadmill. I'm going to do 30 minutes on speed 3, which is 1.5 miles. I hate the treadmill, but it's super windy out and it's supposed to rain, so I can't really go to the park, which sucks because it feels like just 30 minutes on the treadmill feels so much longer than a whole hour at the park. And I haven't gone on the treadmill in quite a while, so I don't even know if I'll be able to do that. But I'm going to try because I really want to be consistent with my walking, which I haven't been. Getting started and being consistent is always the hard part. But once you get past like the 2-week mark, it just becomes routine and it becomes something you don't even think about. You just do it. So I'm really trying to push myself and get to that 2-week mark this time so that I can keep it going without even thinking about it. So I moved the treadmill into a spare room, which is now just kind of like a storage room. So I'm going to see if I can even fold it out or see how I can move it so that I can actually use it. This is our little storage room and where the treadmill ended up. I do already have some Christmas stuff in here. This is new Christmas stuff that I have purchased this year. That's why it's here already. That poinsettia is there, but I'm not ready to put it out yet, so that's why I have it in here. And I was really hoping that this treadmill could just stay there and I would just fold it down, but it did not fit there, so I had to turn it around, which I really ended up liking it because it was facing the window, and that way I can look out the window while I'm walking. I don't know if this is weird or if I'm the only one, but does anybody else like to read while they're on the treadmill? I've tried music and I've tried Audible, but those only keep me entertained for a little bit, and then I start getting bored and time just seems to go by so slow. But with reading, I realize that's when time goes by the fastest for me. Actually, I know I'm not the only one, because when I was going to the gym, I do remember one time there was this one lady on the treadmill and she had a book with her, like an actual hardcover book. So I was like, okay, well, I guess I'm not the only one, but I am on the Kindle app, and right now I'm reading Never Lie by Frida McFadden. And I like both ways to read. I like using the Kindle app, and I do also really enjoy just having a physical book. And for some reason, I can't use Audible and do things at the same time. For some reason, I kind of just zone out and have no idea what I'm hearing. I'm just like focused on what I'm actually doing. So that didn't work for me, but I do listen to Audible now when I go to the park. That's one way that I can really focus on it and actually enjoy the story. Okay, I did it. I did 1.52 miles in 30 minutes and 49 seconds. And I'm not gonna lie, that was hard. I'd much rather be at the park. I'm not going anywhere today, so I'm just gonna do a light makeup. And while I get ready, we're gonna chit chat a little bit, okay? So I mentioned that I wanted to be consistent with my walking. Well, that goes for my eating habits too. We're not gonna wait till the new year to make a change. We're gonna do it now. I really have been feeling just very blah, just not feeling the best with what I've been eating and how that makes me feel. So I've been wanting to change my eating habits, but just like exercising, getting started is the hardest part. But this morning I woke up it was like 4:50 something. And my stomach was hurting and I just was not feeling good. And I know it's because of the way I was eating yesterday. Last night for dinner, we went and had Mexican food, and I had a torta, which that's not the bad part. The bad part is that I was full. I was so full, and even with being full, I still decided to keep eating. When we left, I was just stuffed. So I think that's what had me feeling really bad and what made me wake up so early with a stomach ache. So at like 5 a.m, while I'm sitting there with a stomach ache, I said, that's it. I said, I'm going to change my eating habits. Now, I've already have been through a weight loss journey, and I'm not so much trying to lose so much weight, maybe like 5 pounds or so. But the first time around, I was on a weight loss journey. I had been weighing the most that I had ever weighed. And so I decided I'm going to make a change. And I ended up losing 40 pounds. So the key is to not restrict yourself. I'm a big sweets person. And if I were to just try to completely cut out sweets, I would not get very far. I would cave and give in and then just feel like I failed. So the key is to have everything in moderation. That's the key. Don't restrict yourself. Just eat in moderation and do make some healthy swaps. So there are some healthy swaps that I still, I forgot to do my eyebrows, but that's okay. There are some healthy swaps that I still have to this day, even though I don't really eat healthy. And one of those things is the tortillas that I buy. I can't just give up tortillas. I just can't. So I did find a healthier version, which is just the thin corn tortillas. They have a lot less calories than just the regular ones. And then the bread I get also. I forget what it's called. I'll show y'all here in a minute. This time around, I'm probably not going to be as disciplined and as strict as I was before, because like I said, before I was on a weight loss journey. Now I'm just trying to eat a little bit healthier and maybe lose 5 pounds. So here in a little bit, I'm about to have breakfast because I have not ate yet. And I'm just going to have 2 boiled eggs and 2 tortillas with some salsa. And that'll be good enough to keep me satisfied until lunchtime. I still haven't done my eyebrows. Okay. And so like, for instance, I don't know if you noticed, but in my groceries, I did buy a pecan pie. And I'm going to have a piece of pecan pie because if I don't, I'm just going to be craving it. And like I said, I'll cave in and then I'll just feel like I failed. So I'm going to have some pecan pie, but I'm not going to overdo it. I'm going to have a little slice and that's it. And that way I won't feel like I'm missing out on something. And for lunch, I don't know what I'm having for lunch yet, but also going to try to be healthy about it. Lunch and breakfast for me are the easiest to keep healthy because it's just for myself. Dinner is the one that I always struggle with. But like I said, the last time around, I ended up just doing regular dinners like I always do and just being mindful with my portions. And like I said, I lost about 40 pounds, so that really worked. So that's what I plan on doing this time around as well. And then also snacks. Snacks, I have been just having all sorts of snacks, and I want to go back to my healthy snacks, which I absolutely loved. I don't know why I just stopped eating the way I did, even after the weight loss. It's good to keep up some healthy habits, and I have not been. But that's okay. We're going to change all of that now and hopefully just start feeling a little bit better about myself and not feeling so blah all the time. And another thing that I had stopped doing, and I think it worked out, I think it helped out so much, is I stopped drinking sodas and all these unhealthy juices. I mainly drank water, and when I did want like a soda, because like I said, I used to drink a lot of Coke. That was my favorite drink. So I couldn't just completely cut it out. And so what I did was I started buying the Coke Zero. And now the Coke Zero to me tastes probably just the same as just a regular Coke. But I'm going to try to just drink more water and stay away from even the Coke Zeros, because I know some of those ingredients are probably not good. So I'm going to be making my eggs here in a little bit. And then also later, I want to make some overnight oats, which I love overnight oats. I don't even know why I stopped making those. They're so good. And it's so quick and easy. And all you got to do is grab it out of the refrigerator and you have a meal right there. You just add some bananas and some strawberries. So good. So like I said, it's all about making healthier choices. So I still eat tortillas. Like I said, I cannot give up tortillas. But these are the Mission Yellow Corn Tortillas Extra Thin. And the serving size is 3 tortillas for 120 calories. So that's really good. And usually 3 tortillas is all I need. Sometimes even 2. Like for breakfast, I'll only have 2. That's one of the switches that I have made and that I've kept, because these are actually really good. I really enjoy these. And here is the bread that I get. It's the, let me see, let me undo it because I don't know what brand this is. Okay, it's Sara Lee Delightful, 45 calories, and it's the healthy multigrain bread. Serving size is 2 slices for 90 calories or 1 slice for 45 calories. So we all really like this bread, and this is just the only one that I get, even for like Jaden to make sandwiches or my husband. This is the one we use. So this is breakfast for today, guys. I have 2 boiled eggs, 2 tortillas, and then some salsa. Each egg is 70 calories, so this is 140 calories. The tortillas were 3 for 120 calories, so 2 of them would be 80 calories. This is 220 calories, which is pretty low calorie, but I have 2 eggs and I have 2 tortillas. If I get hungry before I have lunch, then I'll just have a snack. Maybe some fruit or some crackers with cheese. But for now, this is what I'm eating. This is another healthy option that I like to get for a snack. This cheese is really good. The garlic and herb is my favorite. And this one, serving size is 1 wedge and it's 25 calories. I like to eat these with crackers. Usually I get I think they're called the wheat thins, I think. But I was at Berkshire's the other day, and this was before I decided I was going to start my healthy kick again. I really like this, so this is why I grabbed this, just because I actually really love it. And then I saw these there at Berkshire, so I decided to grab them and give them a try. And they're really good, actually. They're really crunchy. These are 14 crackers for 130. So I'll get the 14 crackers, I'll count them out, and then I'll just take little slices of the cheese out with the crackers. So this is really good. I hope you like that little bit of information. Let me know if you would like to know more about how I lost the 40 pounds. I have gained a little bit of it back, which it didn't bother me at first, but now I'm getting to the point to where it's starting to bother me, which is why I'm wanting to make these changes, because I haven't plateaued. Like, I am slowly gaining weight, so I want to make the change now and stop from getting back to how I used to be. But let me know if you want to know a little bit more of all the swaps that I made, because there were a whole lot more, which I'm not going to be, like I said, I'm not going to be as strict about it with it this time. As you saw, I already did keep some of the swaps that I had made because those options just tasted good to me, so there was no point in trying to go back to something else. The ones that I did stop from swapping out was more because not everybody ate it, it was just me. So some of those I did stop getting them, just so I wouldn't have to be buying 2 of everything. But anyways, I do have to watch my grandbaby here in a little bit, so I'm gonna lay down and rest for a little bit, probably watch a little bit of YouTube. Once it's time to get up and babysit my grandbaby, I'll make those overnight oats. I don't know what I'm making for dinner yet. I have a meal plan, but I might not be able to make what I had scheduled for today, so we'll see if there's something else that I can make that'll be quick and I don't have to defrost anything. Also, later after I pick up Jaden from school, I want to get up in the attic and bring down the Christmas decorations. We're not decorating yet, but I do want to go through them and see what I have. I want to see what ornaments I have, because I got a new Christmas tree this year, so I don't remember if I also got rid of my ornaments that I had last year along with my Christmas tree from last year. So I need to go through that and see what I need. I know I need a star and I need an outdoor mat. And other than that, there's not really much else that I'm going to be doing today, so we're just going to take it easy and I'll bring you along for the rest of the day. It's lunchtime and I'm going to show you what I made for lunch today. So I have just a ham sandwich and then some grapes. The cheese is not the healthiest. It's the pepper jack cheese, and when I made my grocery order, I wasn't really thinking about all the healthier options, or I would have probably picked a different one. But I got the pepper jack cheese, which that one slice of that is 70 calories. The bread, I have 2 pieces of bread, and remember those were 90 calories. The ham is 25 calories, so that's 115 calories, plus the cheese is 185 calories. And all I did was add mustard. I love mustard, so for me that's great. Mustard is, I believe it's 0 calories if I remember, because I'm going off by what I used to do and what I remember from then. Yes, it says serving size 1 teaspoon, calories 0. The grapes, I have a cup of grapes, which I just used a generic, I'm using my Fitness Pal app, I think is what it's called, to track your calories and all that. That's what I used the first time around, and I haven't been using that, but I just now downloaded it again so that I could see how much grapes were. You can be more specific and type in exactly what type of grapes or what type of food, anything that you're eating. But grapes, 1 cup of grapes of just like generic is 104 calories, I think. I don't like raw onion and I don't like raw tomato. I can eat it, but I don't prefer it. But I would have added some lettuce to my sandwich, but I don't have any. I didn't order any. So I'm making my overnight oats, and what I use is half a cup of rolled oats, half a cup of unsweetened vanilla almond milk, 7 grams of almonds, 5 grams of coconut, 1 teaspoon of honey. Now, I don't usually weigh my ingredients anymore. I just kind of eyeball it. I have an idea of what it looks like, so I don't need to do that anymore, but I wanted to do it this time just to make sure I was still getting it right, since the last time I did this was probably about 2 years ago. Oh, and I also add a teaspoon of chia seeds. There are so many variations of overnight oats that you can make, but they start getting pretty high in calories really quick. So I like to keep it simple like this, and then in the morning, I'll just grab some bananas and some strawberries and mix it all in there. And I just want to mention this real quick, since I was talking about swaps that I've made. My coffee in the morning, the way I drink it black, I started doing that because I got on that calorie deficit. And so I cut out the creamers and all of that, and now I really enjoy my black coffee. And so that's just another thing that I've kept up with. It is a new day. I think the last thing I showed y'all yesterday was making the overnight oats, but I was so tired yesterday. I went and picked up my son from school, and then I came home and made dinner, and I went to bed at 8 and I was out. I didn't even get down the Christmas stuff, but I do want to do that today. I didn't even get the Christmas stuff down, so I do want to do that today. But right now, it is around noon. I have my crock pot out, and we are going to make our dinner for tonight. I'm going to be making a cube steak crock pot meal. I'm just following a TikTok recipe, and they asked for 2 pounds of cube steak, but I've mentioned before, I'm only feeding 3 people here, so I'm only using 1 pound, and it's 4 slices, so that should be enough for us. And I'm halving the recipe, so I'm going to use half a pack of brown gravy and half a pack of the onion soup mix. I'm gonna top with some sliced onion. Here's what it looks like. Add a whole can of cream of mushroom soup. The recipe called for 2, so I'm only using 1. I'm gonna add a 1/4 cup of water. I'm gonna spread my cream of mushroom around a little bit. I'm gonna put my lid on, and I'm gonna set it on low and let it cook 4 to 6 hours. Okay guys, I'm gonna be brave, and I'm gonna go up into my attic and get down my Christmas stuff. I could wait for somebody to help me, like my husband or my son, but I'm impatient, so I wanna do it now, even though I'm scared. I'm scared that there's gonna be like a mouse or something. I don't know, but I hate going up there. Even though I've never seen a mouse up there, but I have heard, I don't know, maybe like, it's been a long time, maybe like 5 years ago, I think we had some mice, and you could see the little droppings up there. But I haven't heard anything in so long, but still, I just feel like if there are mice in the house, they're in the attic. I didn't see any mice up there or hear any mice up there, but I still feel icky. I hate going up there. I wasn't even sure if I would be able to bring them down myself, but thankfully they weren't really that heavy. And thankfully, my husband's the one who puts the stuff up there, but thankfully everything was within reach because I did not want to actually have to go in there. got everything down, at least what was right around me. Everything was pretty close, so that's good. And I don't want to actually like get in there and see if I missed anything, but it looks like this is it. What I really wanted to see was what ornaments I had, so let me go ahead. I have no idea what's in here. Little bell necklaces. These were probably the girls, probably when they were younger. Oh, this sounds broken. Oh no, it's not broken. So cute. That must have been Jaden's. This one has a date of 2011. I'm not sure whose it is. And my kids all have some special ornaments that we got from Jaden's grandma. And still to this day, she'll send us some ornaments and we keep those. And I did already for Araceli, one of my daughters, because she moved out. And I think also Leslie, when she had moved out, I gathered all of their ornaments that my ex-mother-in-law had been sending me. So they all have their special ornaments. I'm pretty sure just both of the girls. My oldest son, he doesn't live here anymore, but when he moved out to go to Germany. So he's just out there exploring, having fun. So I haven't given him his yet. I still have those. And Jaden's, of course, I still have his. Most of my decor, if you can see, is just like classic colors, like the red, white, green. And I just love that. Here's what's in this tub. It's full, so you can only see the top. But this thing, I got this at Dollar Tree a few years ago, so still have that. And this bottom one too is Dollar Tree. Some homemade, or probably from school, ornaments over there when the kids were little. This is what I wanted to see. It looks like I have ornaments down here. And see, I did not remember these. I was really thinking I had used gold, like just all gold ornaments or something, because I do have gold ribbon, so I remembered that. And look, I was gonna go buy a star, and I have one. And it's actually really pretty, so I think I'm gonna keep that. I have some gold in here, but not very many. They're all more of this, like this champagne color, and this other, I don't know, it's kind of like a maroonish, purplish type of color. This is pretty. I like this color. This is almost a silver, but not quite. I'm not sure. Let me know what y'all think. I feel like I might still get another star, because if I'm going to use those ornaments, if I'm going to keep using this ornaments, which I do like this color. I do like these colors. I feel like this gold star doesn't really go with it. So I might take a trip to Walmart and just see if there's something that I like that would fit better with these. If not, then I'll just use the gold star. I'm not too picky about it. I think I might just take a little look around and get something a little more like earthy toned. That would be pretty. And maybe some ribbon, unless I have more ribbon. Let me open the other tub. I don't even know what's in the other tub. But see, this is another one of those special ornaments. And maybe I didn't give Leslie hers because, or maybe I missed some. I don't know, because this one's Leslie 2010. This is Moyo 2010. This is my oldest son. We call him Moyo. His name is Juan. But see, I thought I gave Araceli hers, but this is Araceli's because she's the only one with the A initial. So this one's got to be hers. Well, maybe I missed some. Oh, that's a cute little house. Little gingerbread house. Look at that. So this bottom one looks like it's all clothes. No, there's some decorations down there. But another reason why I wanted to get these tubs down is because I do want to wash all of that and be ready for like the Christmas season. And I think in there I have like blankets and some other stuff. It feels soft, so I think that's what's in there. So I'm gonna open those and probably get a washer started, a load started. some Santa hats. And then this, I believe this was also Dollar Tree. Look how pretty that is. And this is back when they were actually $1. So, oh, I see some coffee mugs and stuff down there. This is another Dollar Tree one. I guess that was all my ornaments. I know I had so many more, but I'm pretty sure I gave them away. Like I said, we got rid of our Christmas tree last year, so I'm pretty sure that's when I gave some of the other ones away. But yeah, I'm gonna take a picture of these so I know exactly what colors I have, and go to Walmart and see if I can find a good matching star. Here's our dinner for today. I have our cube steak with some of that gravy, some mashed potatoes, and a roll. So we are going to try this because I haven't tried this before. I have made cube steak before and in a crock pot, but it was a different recipe. This is the first time that I'm following this recipe, so we'll see if it's any good. It is actually really good. And because I'm Mexican, I feel like all it's missing is a jalapeno. Well, I think that's it for this video, you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I know it was probably a little bit all over the place, but that's what we ended up with. So if you like this video, please leave me a comment, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, y'all.